Hello everyone, this is April 2021 and here's your real estate market update for the area. As predicted, the market continues to stay hot. It is a very strong seller's market in our area, and the buyers are unfortunately having to deal with multiple bids, multiple bids, multiple bids. There is 4, 6, 12, 15, 25 in some cases offers on homes right now. And you have to wonder why a listing gets 24 homes. So as a buyer's agent, we went from evaluating the condition of the home, figuring out what the comparable homes in the area were selling for, seeing what updates the seller had made, and giving a fair price for the home. Then we showed buyer strength and escalated the numbers. Then we started waiving contingencies, and now we're at a stage where we literally give a non-contingent offer to the seller, make it really easy for them, give them the settlement date they want, take away all their anxiety regarding the contingencies, even offer to pay their closing costs, like pay their transfer tax, pay the realtor fees. And at some point we were writing letters to appeal to them emotionally. Now it became a fair housing violation concerns. And so we're not doing those letters, personal letters anymore. And in the current market, you're easily bidding like 50, 60, 80K over asking prices and literally waiving every contingency possible, whether there is a pre-inspection report or no, waiving inspections, waiving mortgages, and trying to get the home and compete with other buyers. So how do you reconcile to a market like this? I had to go back and look at the macro trends, just step back and say, is this a bubble? That is a good question in everybody's mind right now. Is this a bubble? Is it going to burst? So some people are choosing to stay on the sidelines for a little bit and say, I'm not going to do this for a while. I'm going to wait it out. But let me take the stats check the stats for a second. This is Chester County, and these are homes for sale and homes sold. So homes for sale is the inventory. The dark gray, the light gray, and the red bars are all inventory. And clearly we already know this whole craziness is because of low inventory. So if you look at the numbers on the left, it is 67% lower inventory in 2020 relative to 2019. So clearly we have way fewer homes on the market. But the very interesting part is the next graph. And if you look at it, the dark gray, the light gray, and the red, this time the red is actually higher. There's more than 2,200 homes that sold in Q4, in quarter four in Chester County alone. That tells me that if the inventory was that low, and if you are one of those buyers who's been bidding and not getting a house, you may think, oh my God, there's just no homes to buy. But the 2,200 plus is showing you that there are homes to buy and people are buying them and the sales are high. So it's just a demand and supply situation. The demand just far exceeds supply, especially in our area. So what's happening with the pricing? Here is another chart for Chester County median prices from the last 10 years. So this graph shows, from the last 2010 quarter four all the way up to 2020 quarter four. And you clearly see all the zigzaggy lines. I mean, the mountains and the troughs are the seasonality of the business, but clearly the prices continue to rise and rise significantly. The curves are getting sharper and sharper. So home prices are rising, they continue to rise, the inventory continues to be low, and those multiple bids are going a little crazy. Even the realtors are concerned. We are the advisors to our clients, and if they ask us, is this a bubble? Is this a bubble? We have to be able to answer that question. Yes, nobody has a crystal ball about what's going to happen in the future, but based on our past experiences, based on what we've been seeing that's happening in our respective areas, realtors should be able to give a fair indication of whether this market is likely to crash soon or not. Well, here's my assessment. Take a look at this Fannie Mae graph. This is something that I've been saying in my previous videos when I do my market updates. People buy homes because of their life situations, because they're getting married, they're getting divorced, the kids have gone off to college, or the kids need a certain school district. So it is life changes that encourage home purchases and sales. And if you look at this graph right now, on the bottom is the safety aspect of it, which investments, or where do consumers put their money, which is safe. And the vertical axis is about the potential. Where is the potential? The higher the potential, high safety. Look at where the homes are. The homes are in the top right quadrant. For the last 3 years, they have remained there. Buying a home is still perceived to be a very good financial thing. Instead of, this is over renting. People want to make sense to buy for personal reasons, make sense to buy for financial reasons. So buying is still considered a priority over renting. So those buyers who are looking to stop bleeding and stop throwing away money on rent every month, and they're looking to purchase, for them, does this low interest rate and is fueling the market, and they're not likely to back down from buying, even if they have to make some aggressive bids. Now, the other group of consumers who are looking to upsize or downsize, some of them may just sit on the sidelines and say, well, maybe I don't want to upsize right yet, or maybe I don't want to downsize right yet because there's nowhere for me to go. But there are people who need the home because their family is growing, or they need the home because the kids need to start school in a certain school district. So the life reasons will continue to fuel this market. And it all depends on the supply and demand in yours. So the Chester County prices, at least my assessment is, it's not a bubble. And yes, there may be a little bit of a correction in future, but I think these prices are here to stay. And if you're standing on the sidelines, you do risk, that the prices will never go back down. I mean, I'll give you the example of Silicon Valley. When the Silicon Valley was going through what everybody called was a bubble, well, it's still crazy high up there in Silicon Valley. So let me know what you think. Are you feeling that this is a bubble? Do you think this is all going to burst at some point? Are you mad at your realtor because they're not quite able to get that winning bid for you? Or are you just sitting it out for now and just share your reasons why? And are you a frustrated buyer getting tired of this? If you are a seller, please, we'd like to hear from you as well. Right now, the sellers are, in the driver's seat, and, more power to you. So share this video with other people who you think it might benefit. Follow my YouTube channel for more such videos. I do quarterly marketing updates and mostly serve the northern Chester County, parts of Montgomery and Delaware County area in Pennsylvania. And I'm here to answer any questions. If you feel like I should do more videos regarding any specific topic, share with me and I'm happy to oblige. Take care and enjoy the spring weather.